This is Majin. Here's some comic reviews for you. We got Nova, we got some X-Men's, we got some Sinning, we got some HVIs, we got some Bats, and we got some Robins. Omega Rises Robin. Anyways, let's take a look at this book first. Now, I was not going to buy this book. I'm going to be honest with you. And on a whim, I bought it. I bought it with the intention of going, okay, now you're going to get the rant video that you guys deserve for this monstrosity. But I started reading it, and I said, you know what? This isn't too bad. And I was halfway in, and I'm going, you know what? This could be Book of the Week. This really could be Book of the Week. I finished it. I said, you know what? That's Book of the Week material. And then I said, wait a second. You guys think I hate DC, so I got to give it the Life of Archie. So anyways, this book was really, really good. This is why I liked it. Okay, now first of all, I got to let you know the pages are really different for this, which, I don't know why, other than I understand it's a more page count, so maybe they're trying to keep the cost down, hopefully. Regardless, I'm not really complaining it. I'm just letting you guys know what it is. Here's the deal. For those of you who have no clue what's going on in this, I applaud DC for spending some time to explain, okay, this is Robin, this is the situation with Robin, and it even goes so far as to the birth of Robin, how that occurred, Bruce Wayne getting killed, going through time. I applaud all of that. All of these pages are, okay, wait, maybe not all of these. Okay, let's go straight. Okay, here we go. All of these pages is fighting. Every one of these is fighting. And not only do you just get Ra's al Ghul with Frankenstein and Batman fighting, but you get Justice League fighting. And then, I swear to God, I was thinking about this, and then it dawned on me, and I realized why I like this issue so much. Right now in One Piece, and for One Piece fans out there, you know what I'm talking about, there is a freaking battle royale that is taking, it's going to take months to finish. Literally, it will take months of weekly issues to finish. There's factions, different factions, they're all fighting the bad guys. And it's glorious fighting. And this honestly reminded me of One Piece, in the sense that all it is just mass chaos fighting. And it's not even, it doesn't even take the time. Once the fighting starts, it's not like it goes, let's go somewhere over that direction to talk about something that we don't care about. It's just fight, fight, fight. The Parademon's arms getting cut off, the dog getting involved, Batman punching things, Ra's al Ghul punching things, kicking things, slicing things. You get massive carnage type thing, fighting. And it just was, for a comic level of violence, it was just great. Granted, I would have rather have seen the One Piece fighting, because they got more powers and abilities, and more interesting powers. So when we got all this fighting, then you get the Justice League coming in, and then, if you remember that giant shark, you get killer freaking whales. Arthur proving he is the man yet again. And then you got asshole Shazam trying to do the right thing, but not listening. You need to listen sometimes. And then Batman punching him in the face, going, what the F are you doing? You jacked me up. And just Batman's attitude at the end. I applaud. This book was a true pleasure to read. The only reason why this is not going to score well is because there's probably reviews out there who think it's too violent. Maybe they're going to say there's not enough story. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to say, F the story, let's get to the punching. Totally love this book. Okay, Nova number 19. I really liked it. I no, besides the art really I really enjoyed that. But I think what I ah, what I really enjoyed the most about this book is the interaction between Rocket Raccoon and Sam Nova. See, like for an example, like when you read what's it just Nova, you get a very one-sided view of the universe. If you read just Guardians of the Galaxy, you get a totally different side of the universe. And what this is here is it's a buddy book because Nova's going to Rocket Raccoon going, hey, I heard my dad did some bad things, Watcher's dead, can you help me out? And Rocket Raccoon is basically going, having a nice little dialogue with him, and then he goes, well, you know what, I know somebody who can help us. Because this person, well, he can give you the information you want, he owes me money, so let's go. So the thing is, what's really good is, while Nova's bent up out of shape about certain things, Rocket Raccoon's like, kind of like going, well, that's life, that's just the way things are out here. Why are you being such a, bitch about the whole thing? People get killed, so what? Move on. And it's just like an interesting view of things. In a sense, it also shows the innocence of Sam, and it also shows that he really is going to have to grow up a lot if he's going to be able to fit into this, galactic world. It's like he can't remain this innocent and green forever. Something's going to happen that's going to have to change him. And once he loses that innocence, it's going to be interesting to see how he changes as a character. But overall, like I said, I enjoyed it. It's not like what I would call a fantastic read, but compared to some of the other books that come out. But I have to admit, Nova's really turning itself around. I'm really enjoying these stories now, and this was actually the first book I read. It really was a pleasure. Okay, Uncanny X-Men 23. The Last Will and Testament of Charles Xavier. Let's first talk about this artwork here. It ranges from, okay, that panel was kind of cool, to, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on here? There's multiple stories going on here. First story is dealing with the secret invasion thing. For those of you who don't know, that's what this beginning part is, where you have a couple, they're arguing, they're having issues, Skrull invasion happens, girl dies, man traumatized. Then you have the She-Hulk getting the last will of Xavier. She's got to deal with that with the X-Men. And you have Allison Blair going nuts because she can't find Mystique. And let me just tell you, Allison is going to freak out on Mystique once she catches her. There's already a hint of she's going to be changing something about her character. And, it's obvious what she's going to be changing, but I mean more in terms of the way she acts, mannerisms. And then also you have Cyclops. He's got to deal with his other issues, about kicking that guy off the team and whatnot. But what I thought was really funny about this book is when we get to the Last Will and Testament, because it's kind of like the She-Hulk is like, okay, we're here, we're here to talk about the Last Will, but I need to know, is Xavier dead? And it's just like, not just dead, it's like, is he dead? And they're like, it's like, it's a joke now. When killing a character is a joke. And once it reaches that stage of parody, then it's kind of like, Marvel and DC, maybe you should stop killing characters and bringing them back within a year. If you're going to kill somebody, mean it. Let them sit out for 5-10 years maybe before you bring them back. But that's not the way money works now. So basically, my thought is with this book is this: there's some really strong storytelling going on, but the art, oh man, they need to do something about that. Ouch. Okay, original sin number 6. Okay. Let's just get to the meat of this. Okay, we already know the arts. You already know that I like the art. There's actually some really nice things going on here. We find out what's going on with Midas. Midas and his daughter are going through some changes. Going back to the moon to get some more power. And we learn more about what's happening with Nick. Now, I'm really torn to tell you the secret, what's going on here, because it's a doozy of a secret, and I really want to do some dialogue on that. So, if you don't want to hear, you might want to mute or fast forward a little bit, because here's the deal. I really want to spark some conversation with this. So this is spoiler warning turned on, right as of now. Basically, what's going on is this: Nick Fury collected a bunch of people for a specific reason, and that is he's dying, and he went around the galaxy and he was doing the dirty work. He did the dirty work so the heroes could remain innocent and naive as to what's going on in the universe. And he gathered these superheroes, except for Rocket Raccoon, because he just kind of hitched on for the ride. And he basically says, I want one of you will replace me. Now, that's a pretty heavy thing, because if you really listen to what he's saying one of you, whether that is Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, Emma, Punisher, Black Panther, one of you guys is going to become an assassin, and you're going to kill, and you're going to kill really big and powerful things alone, and you're going to do it to save lives and protect the Earth from dangers that aren't around, and or they don't know that exists, I should say. And Gamora is like, you guys are a bunch of baboons. You guys, what are you talking about? No, how come you guys haven't been conquered yet? And then you have an interesting set of reactions here. You're like, Ant-Man's like, why me? You have Black Panther like, I would never do something like that. And you're going, oh, bullshit. You're colliding worlds together, you jackass. So that's what I'm saying. It has some interesting things going on here, and this is where the debate is. Which one do you think? Which one of these characters do you think is going to be Nick Fury's replacement? This is my logical choice. My logical choice is the Punisher and Moon Knight and Winter Soldier. Those are the three that I think are the most logical candidates. So that's why I'm wondering if they're going to pick somebody else just to spite me on that. So obviously it's not going to be Emma. It can't be Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is going to be doing something. But I'm wondering if it really is going to end up being Ant-Man. I don't think it's going to be Punisher, because Punisher has his own book. Winter Soldier, they can still do Winter Soldier in the past books. And this is a job that's just in line with what he would do. Moon Knight's too insane, too unstable to do this. So, technically, as I'm saying, I think Winter Soldier is the right pick. But my gut is saying, look for Ant-Man. Anyways, spoiler part over. Now, the rest of the book was actually better than I thought it was going to be, and I enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but once I figured out, once they explained, I should say, what's going on, I really liked it. And I also like the part where Captain America is going, tell Nick Fury Captain America says no more lies. And I was just kind of laughing about that. Okay, Hulk versus Iron Man. Oh, well, God. Do I have to review this book? Okay, they've already been building this hatred between these two characters up for a very long time. And this is the issue where we learn, hey, this is what sparked Tony to do something horrendous, and Tony's just begging and bleeding and hoping that Banner doesn't know, which we know that's not going to be the case. I'll be honest with you on this. This book here, it's taking too long to get to the fight, so I already don't know if it's worth getting. So, if anything, if you know the past, you don't need 1 and 2. Just look for the fight if that's what you really want. But I can tell you this much: if this ever gets traded, I'm not buying this crap. Which leads me to my other problem: is a lot of these original sins, they're pretty crappy, as a whole. As they're not really taking a lot of chances. So I'm kind of disappointed with that. And there's not enough sins. So, anyways, there's that. 2 cents on that. Batman Eternal. F. Joker's daughter. The rest is a good story. That's all I gotta say. Well, right, I don't really like the art that much, but F. Joker's daughter. Pisses me off that she's getting this much attention. Somebody's getting paid for that. And think about what that means. Because technically, Snyder is getting paid for putting... Yeah, you got it. Alright, anyways. That's my reviews for the week. Like, share. Let me know what you guys thought of the books. What else did you guys think was good this week? What was your most horrible, awful pick? We'll have some more reviews later. Comments or questions, leave them below. Facebook, Crunchyroll Anime Reviews, and more later. So until next time.